You're tuning into the All on the Table podcast. Viewer discretion is advised.
All on the Table program was introduced.
Process.
KC.
Maserati mixed on Cash Money. Boom! Can I ask you guys a question? Something I just thought about. What's the big thing about butts? Haven't guys always liked big butts? Why is like big butts like a trend? Why do big butts matter? Why when you go on Instagram, it's big butts everywhere? Nobody wants to see big butts anymore.
Because Nicki Minaj and fucking Shekinah and all these motherfuckers. Shekinah.
Who's Shekinah?
The chick that was
T.I.?
Yeah, that chick.
Why does it matter? Why do people care about big butts?
Because they doing it. You gotta remember, when a famous person do something, everybody else gotta do it
big
too.
butts a thing when that was the song that was going on?
But hasn't big butts always been a thing?
But you know, Maz,
real butts always been a big thing.
Maz, history is repeating itself, bro. History is repeating itself.
You can see the butts are fake now. Shit looking all fucking got rocks and shit in it is going on.
Look, like I told y'all before, man, them shits be most of the time. I ain't gonna
look like they got gravel in a garbage bag.
Exactly.
I just took the trash out and threw a fucking back. What the fuck?
So I ain't gonna say all of them, but a lot of them shits just don't fucking look good. But everybody feel like they gotta fucking do it. First of all, your ass look like this big ass fucking anthill, and then your legs is skinny as shit. Like that shit just look fucking horrible. Like that shit just.
Bro, listen, they even got motherfucking butt pads where the shorty can she put on some panties and they got pads in the back.
Oh, them shits them throwbacks right there.
Let me tell you, man.
Rob bought a couple pair of them for himself.
Hell
back
yeah,
in my day when
right now, fuck you talking about?
Helps for the school. Helps for that WWE chair you're sitting on.
Exactly.
I had some football practice.
Big butts have always been a thing, especially like back in my day when Sir Mix-a-Lot and shit was out.
So back in the 30s,
that's back when
silent film.
A natural ass was nice. I'm sorry, what'd you say, Cash?
No, he said that's when they had afros and porn.
Silent. Wait, what? He said they had
and them beads. They had afros and bell bottoms on it.
They had afros and fake mustaches.
And the beads hanging from their underarms and braids.
Yeah, and they look just like your fucking beard. Anyway, Thomas, sit your ass back. But now, with social media and times have changed tremendously, it's okay to go to see Dr. Miami in Miami and get your fake ass.
Yeah, you know what? You're right, and the thing I noticed, because my girl watches a lot of those fucking shows. It's okay to openly say, "Hey, I just went and got work done 2 days ago."
And that's because of social media. Because you go on social media now, you can see the before and after pictures.
Listen,
Nicki Minaj didn't have all that shit before she started rapping
at all. Now let's think about this for a second, fellas. We was just in Miami, right? Look how many motherfuckers was down there in that airport, and they literally was just going there just to get their fucking ass done over the weekend so they can go the fuck back home.
Yep,
that's true.
Real rap. That's real rap.
Like that shit is big. Like that shit is a thing. Like it's almost like if your ass is real, you're a nobody. Like that shit is crazy. Like I don't get it. And the sad part is,
you know what it is? You can't say that. I think it is your ass is not a certain size or a certain length. You ain't nobody. Because nowadays, if you think about it, listen, you think about it.
You hear
hold on. You hear a lot of chicks be saying, my ass real. Like, all right, I mean, I didn't say your ass was fake, but why you literally coming out, saying your ass is real? You know what I mean? So the thing is, it's gotta be like you say, like it's a certain size, certain whatever. You know what I mean?
It's a status thing that says, "Hey, my ass is this, so I'm that much better than you."
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you why they doing this shit, because it's all over television. It's all in the videos. It's all over social media. So that makes it right.
Facts.
Let me ask another question, right? Let me ask another question. Didn't Usher's wife die or something like that? She was in Brazil or his mom or something like that over plastic surgery or something like that?
No, I think that was Kanye, right?
Yeah, that was Kanye West.
Kanye West.
Was it overseas? I don't think she was.
I don't believe it was overseas though, but that I do believe.
No, it was in Brazil.
They get some type of surgery though.
Well, I think it was in Brazil, but that's why I kind of think that's why Miami
for like
is
cosmetic reasons or for like real medical issue reasons.
Well,
No, it was a cosmetic situation. I know that. I can't
At
remember
this
exactly
point-
what it was.
At this point, for the most part, they're saying that these butt lifts are dangerous and
It
can
is.
kill you. You know what, man? Just from doing it, I've done this shit in the past. Where now I'm doing orthopedics, but in the past I've done a lot of plastic surgery, and any fucking plastic surgery can kill you because all it takes is for you to have one bleed that they don't see at that time that they're closing you up. You
I
end
don't
up
think a lot
getting
of people realize
you get a hematoma, that shit can kill you, bro.
and think about it. 10 years for you just got your ass. Your ass went from this to fucking this, right? Your legs can't support that shit. Imagine what's gonna happen when you get older. You really think that shit's still gonna be sitting up here like that?
Bro,
Nah, that shit gonna be heavy as fuck.
So,
bro, look at K Michelle.
So raw. Your legs stayed the same size as long as I know you, but your stomach got 3 times the size. How your legs support that big ass tummy?
So you got
listen.
in front.
That's
It
because
was
my dick keep holding it
There
up.
was a lady in Philly. She was fucking putting silicone. She was putting silicone in bitch's ass, and one of the chicks died.
Hold on, time out, Ski Bop. Time out. You can't say bitches on here because Maserati gets offended by that.
I mean, I got women viewers that's email me saying,
You
"Hey,
got
did
the
you tell your
hall monitor
co-host?"
in here.
Exactly.
The young lady was injecting these ski whores.
If I'm Thomas, that's Clayton.
The young lady was injecting these ski whores with silicone in their ass.
The hallway with the fucking yellow drink on her.
So Ski Bop and Raw.
She called herself the Black Madam.
So
Exactly.
I call
being
you
serious.
two, Ski Bop and Raw. I call you two out because y'all the thugs on the pod.
No,
I ain't
we
never
ain't
been
gonna
thug, bro.
Listen,
don't label
listen,
me. Don't label.
listen, I'm gonna label you right now, damn it. I'm gonna label you. Hey, listen.
Don't label me, Steve.
Listen.
You don't want
Listen.
to be labeled. I don't want to
Listen,
be
yes,
labeled.
I do want to be labeled. Y'all laughed at my tighty whities. Y'all said I was soft and stuff because I cried. I would have cried. Look, on a serious note, man.
That's how you felt.
On a serious note, Raw, Ski Bop. I know because I know y'all still know people out in the city and tell them stop with that PPP loan stuff, man. These feds. Listen, I just want y'all to tell y'all people stop doing it.
It's too late. It's too fucking late. It's too
The
late.
feds is running in people's houses.
It's
Hold on,
too late, bro.
Hold on, this
It's
was
too
funny
late.
about that shit, right?
Damn,
For
tell
like
them
a
stop.
Dude, for like a week straight, I get on Facebook, motherfuckers mad as shit. Yo, man, they really on my heels about this PPP loan. Motherfucker, it says loan that you never think you was gonna have to pay that shit back.
No,
Think
not
about
to
that
pay
shit.
it. No,
It's a
listen,
fucking
follow me.
loan.
Follow me. Ski Bop, Raw, I need y'all to help me.
I'm on you.
Look, tell your people stop doing. They frauding. They making up businesses. They saying that they own businesses. They getting these loans, and the Fed just running down on them. Tell y'all people to stop.
Listen. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I'm gonna give you a story, right? Right when Corona kicked in, right? You know, Corona kicked in. Everybody moving and grooving, right? Motherfucker, give me a call. Yo, my wife told me about this PPP shit. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Right? So I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck that is, man. He said, come on, Simone, your business. I said, what business you got? Nigga, you get your unemployment. Y'all niggas ain't got no business. But this what this nigga's folks is telling him about, right? So, I'm in my head, and then as I start reading into it, I see niggas is running down on this joint. I'm like, oh. And like you said, listen.
Let's think about this for a Ski Bop. Look how many motherfuckers was taking trips. Think about that. Motherfuckers was getting these loans, balling till they fall, and now they mad as shit because they felt like, oh, that shit ain't gonna never come back. Yeah, you gotta pay that shit back now, son.
Man, fuck paying it
Pay
back.
it back.
Tell them, Mom.
Pay it back. They are getting arrested. They are running in their cribs. Do you not hear what Rob? I'm telling you to tell your people to stop. They kicking doors in. They going to jail.
That's because you know how we are, man. You know,
Look,
you get one, you
you
apply
do that
for
thing.
another, you get another one. You get the second one, you want the third one. We just don't know how to turn it off, man.
Well,
So
your
I'm gonna have to tell
retarded
Uncle
ass,
Earl.
your retarded ass is gonna get 3 hots in the cot, motherfucker.
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
have to
saying,
tell
Ski
my
Bop.
I'm gonna have to tell my Uncle Earl that he gonna have to pay that shit back because he done got about 4 of them.
Oh,
Allegedly.
shit.
Allegedly.
Tell
Allegedly.
him I'll send him a kite. Don't worry about it. You'll be all right.
And you know, I think it was all a setup. I really do. I never seen law enforcement move this fast. So that means these guys are doing a fraudulent loan on the 1st, and by the 30th, you running in their house. That was all a setup.
No, listen, it's the same way how with the like everybody didn't want to fucking they said you ain't gotta pay your rent if you don't got it. So motherfuckers was like going months without paying their rent. So then when they lifted that rent clause and motherfuckers was way behind, motherfuckers like, oh shit, they try to kick me out my crib.
Yep, now you in foreclosure.
Hey, I 9 months worth of fucking rent. Like, come on, bro. Like,
now you in foreclosure.
It ain't like you didn't have the bread. So what you thought they wasn't gonna have to pay this shit back? No, you can't just live here rent free. Like,
well, not only that, bro. There was some crooked motherfuckers doing unemployment shit the same way too.
Motherfuckers was killing the unemployment, son.
Yeah, that's why they switched their fucking system up.
G.
That's why they switched their system up on their ass.
Everybody nowadays is disrespecting everything.
I got hit up hard for that rent thing. I was talking to Raw about it. That dude was in my pockets for 7-8 grand.
See, and that's my point. That's legitimate though. Yeah, but it's legitimate. You deserve to get that money. I own a business. I deserve to get that money. I didn't do it.
No, I say I deserve to get that money, but how do you get it?
Right.
Well, like, there was no legal avenue to get it from him because he could just keep staying in my house he could literally, until they just did it, still be in my house. And it's almost been,
They have loans for that right now. They have loans for that right now. They have loans out right now for tenants.
Yeah, this
can't pay.
But that's up to the tenant. If the tenant don't take care of that, the owner losing out. I need that fucking rent money. So, but I know they passed the law.
Fucked over the whole, and so you gotta remember, people ain't thinking about that. People just thinking, oh well, I don't gotta pay, so fucking I ain't gonna pay. But the motherfucker that's paying the mortgage on that crib that you staying in, they gotta pay that shit back.
Right,
so you can't tell me they gotta pay your rent for the next 9 months, 6 months.
And this is the problem that I have. This is why I'm so sensitive, and I try to be happy. I do a lot of reading. I try to have coof about myself. I try not to act as ghetto as raw. I try to be like a stand-up guy.
Stop speaking all these fucking big words, man.
You gotta remember, Ski Bop, he went to college.
I went to college.
He got all these classes.
I went to college.
Like a bitch.
Listen. So listen what I'm trying to tell you, good brothers, man.
Hey, hold one moment, Ski Bop. One moment.
Hold on, if he went to college, hey, hold that shirt up again, Maserati.
Maz, one moment, Maz.
Hey, Cash, I wasn't even gonna get into that part, cuz.
Hey, Maz, Cash.
I wasn't even gonna get into that part, Cash. Because he's so smart that he should be reading that shirt the right way, but he ain't gonna do that.
Hey, Cash.
No.
I saw your boy at the casino gambling your rent away.
Probably.
Oh, you should have told him that.
What they were doing.
He going to change his shirt.
No, he gonna put the new cargos on.
Nah, he gonna get a donut. He ain't slick.
He going to get a muffin.
He gonna come back with a donut in one hand, a turkey wing in the other.
Damn.
He's gonna put another pocket on the side of that Velcro fucking
facts.
Thermals.
That's for his pork skins.
No, he gonna go get them Vans. That's what came in them Vans.
He got tighty whities and Vans in the mail.
And some fucking superhero Spanx.
He going to change his hands.
Bring your ass back.
Hey, I'm coming right here. Yo, you guys are more disrespectful than. Do you see what they doing to the league right now? Women's basketball, what they doing?
No, what are they doing, bro?
Yo, they got the WNBA. They got women now. They can hoop, but they're wearing damn bikinis and their cheeks is out. Buns. It's booty everywhere.
Man, dudes
so
doing the same shit.
I know you watched the guy one, Raw.
No, what I'm saying is dudes. A lot of the female shorts actually longer than the fucking dude shorts, which is out of pocket.
They don't have shorts on, Raw. They have bikinis.
Bro, remember that football league that was out?
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Nah, you
remember that women's football league?
Yeah, you talking about that little Florida joint. So they got a little league in Florida. I know what you're talking. They got a little league in Florida where they doing it's like a bikini basketball league type situation. So what
they disrespecting the sport.
Nah, see, that's the thing. In the beginning, I thought the same thing, but then I had to look at the background of it. What they did was they did that for a lot of the Instagram models and all that. They're the ones out there hooping, so they're basically promoting all of that. And it's a lot of dudes, ballers, hustlers, whatever you want to call them. A lot of them want to see these motherfuckers, so they're paying to go to these games. But it's not say again.
They not paying. The WNBA isn't negotiating with the NBA. These females trying to get paid, bro. They not paying the WNBA ladies at all.
Nah, but that's the thing, Ski Bop. What he's talking about is not a W. Yeah, that's not a WNBA game.
Right.
That's
all
cheats.
Nothing to do with the WNBA.
The crazy part is,
I agree.
The crazy part is that they don't understand that when the WNBA or the NBA really catch wind of that shit, that league can get sued for having that logo on the front of their fucking tights.
But it's not even about the logo, it's just the sport in general. I don't care if it's amateur, intermittent, semi-pro. So don't disrespect the sport. Like you don't have guys watching and seeing them hooping.
You telling me if you watching that? You telling me if you wasn't in Florida, you wouldn't go to a game?
Shit, I'll be in the front row seat.
Exactamoniously, son.
I'm a basketball fan.
Me. No, I'm a basketball fan. I don't want to see that.
You don't even watch sports. Your ass would be at that game just like the rest of our Mac Purvis ass on this motherfucker.
I read books.
You can't copyright a sport, so anybody can take any sport and do whatever the fuck they want with it.
Not the logo.
But don't disrespect the sport, though.
That's the thing. They're
listen, hey, Ma, Shorty was down there. She hit
like the NBA logo on the front.
She hit the Shorty with the hezzy. They was down there showing some fundamentals. I seen the hezzy, I seen the post up and the drop step. Come on, man. I mean,
now, Ski Bob, are you really watching the game? Or are you watching the females?
I'm watching the fundamental moves. They was hacking like shit, but it was.
Ski Bob was watching the cakery like everybody else. Fuck out of here, son. He was watching
all that. Hey, y'all got everybody else. Y'all looking for coach?
I was looking at the pound cake. What you talking about? Shit, you was looking at what's sitting there.
You was looking at the same. You tuned in for the same cakery everybody else.
And them honey buns. Them honey buns was sitting.
Exactly.
Hey, speaking of basketball, did you see where some of the third-party sneaker sites and shit like that got a hold of the unreleased Kobe Bryant's and the release they designed for his daughter?
Oh shit! The what was they called? Yeah,
his wife was pissed. They had exclusives.
What was it? What's the name of them shit? I can't remember the exact name that they used for him. But it's basically just a Kobe shoe, but it's basically got his daughter's number on it. It's kind of like in honor of her. And his wife, I agree with the wife, but I didn't at the same time. Because I mean, I get it. You didn't run it by me, but at the same time, they're still honoring your daughter, and it's not like It ain't like they made a brand new shoe. They used the actual shoe that was already existed and just changed the number on it.
No, you got to understand something. Kobe Bryant wasn't signed to Nike. They had to re-sign that deal. She didn't re-sign that deal. You remember, Kobe Bryant, while he played, he was with Adidas.
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot about that.
Here's the caveat for me on this, right? Originally, when Kobe got in the league, he had his run of Nikes, but he didn't have the signature.
You know what? That's probably why I didn't think about it, because I never really liked Kobe sneaks, but I remember him having a Nike sneaker.
Right. So what they did was, this is what they do for a lot of players. What they do is like they sign with Nike, whoever. It took a while for Steph Curry too with Under Armour, even though he was with Under Armour. They release a couple shoes that are technically Under Armour, kind of like Jordan did at the beginning, right? It was Nikes, but they were Jordans. Nike owned them. He didn't come up with his own Jordan brand until way later.
Right.
Split off.
Yeah, it was like 12 or 13.
Like them ones are all Nike.
So the situation happens with Kobe when he gets in the league. They give him a couple sneaker runs with Nike because he originally signs with Nike.
Yeah.
A couple different silhouettes, and a couple of the sneakerheads, those are like iconic, especially because they never released another Nike version of his shoe.
Fact.
And then once he dies, his wife worked with them to redesign the old shoe, and in negotiations, she kind of just hesitated, and she was like, I'm not really feeling about, signing the contract for the new sneaker release. And the prototypes or whatever it was end up leaking online. The actual shoes in StockX is a big sneaker company. They sold a couple. I don't know how many pairs, but a couple different. eBay was on it, and they just had to ban them.
But you know, Kobe had a lot of strong ties in China, man. So I kind of feel like,
Yeah, you could definitely reach out and do all that, and you know, hopefully it didn't come from Nike manufacturers, right?
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I've been watching a lot of these little sneaker joints and how this shit going down, Cash. Motherfuckers is dipping out because investors is coming to the table like, look, you already make these motherfucking sneakers. You can build the factory for me. Look, these guys is big bags in front of these guys now with all these apps out here, you know, willing to put these sneakers on here and move it for them. You know what I mean? So it's big money in the sneaker game. Look, you look at some of these YouTube guys that do the sneaker deals or the sneaker shows and shit like that.
Yeah, I watch them. They get exclusives. Nike work close with them. They got huge.
Yo, that's real. It's a real big market for that shit, Ski Bob. Like it's young boys right now, and they folks got that bag. Yo, I want these. This motherfucker got these sneaks over here. I want them.
I hope it's what you're saying is that, you know, they could just reach out to a manufacturer that manufactures for Nike, right, and get them reprinted in a unique design. But how did they get that design, right? Because that was something that she worked with Nike on exclusively.
Somebody backdoored that shit, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, I hope Nike.
Look at the president of Nike. Look at what her son was doing.
Yeah, I wasn't the president, but she was definitely on the board, right, or something like that.
Oh, she was on the board.
She was on the board.
Yeah,
she wasn't the president.
Man, look, the black market, bro. That black market money is good, man. Come on, guys.
Oh yeah.
You mean bootleg? You mean bootleg stuff? Black market? Like,
Same
they
thing,
be
man.
bootlegging legit now.
That's not cool.
I caught a couple of the sneakerhead channels to where it was the Travis Scott's, right? His buddy had bought them, and then someone had a replica pair, and he was comparing them, and he was like, dude, this quality on these replicas are better than any quality on the Air Jordan 1s. Like, you know, he's like, they're not the same as the Travis Scott's. He's like, but the quality's just as good.
So
now, would you guys feel comfortable wearing something fake?
So what they do is people that buy them and only want to buy them for resale, they buy the shoe, the original shoe, and then they buy the replicas to wear the replicas and resell the other one.
And that's my question. Would you guys feel comfortable wearing like a knockoff anything?
Let me tell you, man, I'm a big sneakerhead, and I don't look into all that shit, bro. I just buy them and wear them.
But would you feel comfortable to buy anything that was fake and weird?
No,
can I give them something? Now, this is where I'm gonna give you my true opinion. Now, if you know you selling me something that's fake and you're charging me the original price, right? Then I will have a problem with that. Now, if it's fake, and I know it's fake, I'm not paying the original price. That's my take on that. Now, if you know they're fake and you're trying to sell me them Jones for the original price, no, I'm not buying that. No, I'm not buying.
But if you know they're fake, would you buy them?
No.
No, I'm not buying them. First of all, listen, my whole sway is this. You're trying to sell me some fake Jones, but you're not telling me they fake. You're trying to sell me these fake Jones for the real price, but you're not gonna tell me they fake, right? Now say how many dumbass motherfuckers out here that don't know what to look for, and they see, oh, he got my Jones, right? These are the Jones I want. You buy them. Then you go chill out with one of your homies. That's a sneakerhead.
And they caught a lot of these major apps doing that and allowing those fake ones come through. But that's the toxic nature of the sneaker game right now is that very thing. First of all, you have Instagram people that are making a living off of reviewing sneakers. So if you don't win that lottery or that drop for that week and you didn't get them, you're copping the fake ones and you're fucking rocking them on your Instagram and no one knows the ladder. If you get the right angle, right, even the most, detective isn't gonna be able to tell. I mean, that's just what it is, right? Like, you gotta keep up with the Kardashians type of deal. But also where it gets real toxic is like Speedbop's talking is like, oh, these fakes are being funneled through what are supposed to be legitimate apps that authenticate these shoes, and they're still getting passed.
Like, cause I'm skeptical of Goat. Like my boys, my teenagers, they'll get shoes off of Goat, and they say no, they
I
gotta
don't
go
fuck
to them
with that.
first.
Yeah.
I'm
fuck
kind,
with that.
yeah, and I kind of look at it like, yo, for one, they're higher than like Foot Locker. I'm a Foot Locker sneaker stadium kind of guy. Like I'm not.
Yeah, I
whole
got
GOAT
stadium
thing,
goods. I got stadium.
Yeah, stadium. That's my spot, man. Like you know,
I
and
get
I like
mine.
the
I get a lot of
shoes.
mine from Flight Club.
I get stadium
Club is
goods in the sneaker app because the sneaker app is directly related to Nike.
Okay.
It's Nike's app. It's just for exclusives.
And for me, I'm a local guy, so I kind of stick with my my apps that's here, local, East Side, close to Philadelphia, whatever, New York, whatever. So
Snipes.
I know,
You got Snipes out there, right?
yeah, Snipes. You know, when shit getting shipped, just my thing is this: you got to do research for every fucking thing nowadays, man. Like, don't just look at a site and be like, oh, they got my snakes, I'm ordering. You'll get a bunch of fucking rocks in your fucking box when that motherfucker pull up. You just got to do your homework,
man. Some regular Henny and RSOVP Henny box.
But you know what, guys? If you want to get technical, it's not just shoes, it's everything. It's the food we eat and all that shit.
Yeah, that's real shit, bro.
You know?
Yeah.
Tell you got filet mignon.
Let me tell you, man, when I was
filet mignon and you got chuck roast.
When I was in the DR and we were going through the mountains, we were on our way to our excursion, which was on a beach.
And you were bombarded by locals.
No, I wasn't bombarded by locals, bro. It's
down.
just that we were driving through farmland and the cattle there looked so anorexic and malnutritious and all that shit. And we got to talking about it. We're like, man, look at the fucking cattle. And they're like, that right there is how they're supposed to look.
What?
Back home, they're pumped with steroids and shit. So they look a lot healthier back home.
Oh shit.
As opposed to these cattle here.
Okay.
You know? So, and I was just with somebody, I was with a coworker today. And she just came back from Jamaica. And she was telling me about her trip. And because her sister is married to a guy who's originally there. And his parents and everybody's still there. So she goes there and was telling me about the fruit that she ate, the veggies she ate. And she said the chicken was fucking amazing. She said it tasted nothing like the chicken here. It looked nothing like the chicken here. It was unbelievable.
No, that's real shit. I can agree.
And I'm like, that's because of the fucking hormones and shit. Look at the kids today. Look at how a fucking 14-year-old can pass for a 20, 21-year-old. It's in what we eating and drinking.
That's for sure. I
thought that's definitely.
I thought that back when we were in Australia, Ross. That's when you'd be walking around the mall and you're like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like,
thanks.
Yeah, man.
No, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I spend a lot of time on Penn State campus. And for me to be from Philly and to be in Happy Valley and just see the way, you know, these motherfuckers walk around, I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell is going on out this motherfucker?
Let me ask y'all a question, right?
It's the hormones in the food.
God damn.
Let me ask you a question. And this is based on something that I've been
Let's
feeling
get to the
for
goddamn question, man.
Suck a dick.
You know he gotta build it up, Ski Bob. Let him do his build up.
It's always a build up. It's always a build up, motherfuckers. So listen, this is something I've been feeling since I got back. So this is why I want to ask y'all this, right? So do y'all think, like, most people are aggressive in nature? You know what I mean? Do y'all feel like aggression is based off of where you from, the environment you in, or is just naturally in you?
It's
Like
where
I'm
you're
in
from.
sociology class. God damn.
That's
Nah,
where
I
you're
think
from.
I think it's natural in you, man. I think it's built in you from the start.
It's where you're fucking from.
Nah, to me, it's built up in you. So it starts from when you're young. You know what I mean? Now, if you don't have it in you, you don't have it in you.
So here's why I asked this question, right? So I just moved back home last week, right? And I done been down south. I done been up to fucking Vermont, fucking whatever. You know what I mean? And everywhere I've been, everybody's like, oh, you're an aggressive person. In my mind, I'm like, I'm not aggressive at all. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm being timid. Like, I feel like I'm being too fucking timid in a lot of scenarios. And motherfuckers like, nah, man, you don't even get it. Like, you real aggressive, like the way you come off and this, that, and the third. But in my mind, I'm like, it ain't no way. But Me coming back home, within a week, I started noticing the differences in everywhere else I've been in here, between the way motherfuckers drive, the way motherfuckers act in the gym, all types of shit. So I had to kind of look at myself and say, well, damn, maybe I actually, it's not that I'm aggressive.
It's
Maybe
where
the
you're
fact
fucking
that,
from.
Yeah, maybe it's the fact that I'm so used to here in Philly, you have to be a certain way at all times to survive. Whereas these other motherfuckers, they have never seen that.
Bro, you know where I'm from.
You gotta give people a backstory though, Raw. I mean, you gotta give people a
Raw.
backstory. You are the way you are because you were bullied your whole life.
Bro.
So I mean, as you got older, you kind of said, you know what, enough's enough. You start fighting back. And I think it's good you're doing that.
Bro, I will never forget how them motherfuckers treated me at the VA.
Where?
At the VA hospital? when I first came to Philly.
Oh.
And I'm from the Midwest. So mentality back home is way fucking different than it is here, man. It's where you're from. This motherfucker here will change you.
Yeah. Like, all right,
it will change you for the fucking worse.
I give you an instance, right? When I was in the South, Nashville and Texas, when I was up in Vermont, New Hampshire area, you walk in the gym, a motherfucker see you working out in a certain area of the gym, they won't even think to go in that area. You come here, every 5 minutes, a motherfucker is walking up like, yo, I'm about to use this joint too. And it's like, well, goddamn, like, my man, you see me here, like, nah, fuck that, I want to use this joint too. It's a difference. It really is a difference.
So,
like,
hold on, Raw. Somebody did that to you?
Yeah, like I had to check. Within a week, I had to check 2 people in the fucking gym. Like, yo, my man, I'm working here.
But you know, I think you're not being 100% forthcoming, though, man. We know you personally. You got a bad attitude, bro. Numerous times I had to look at you, yo, chill, bro. Like, no, just your attitude's messed up. You got this weird sense of humor where you think things are funny, but it ain't funny.
Just funny to
me. You know who you remind me of? And look, bro, I love you to death. I love all of you. I'm a loving guy. I'm a soft guy. You remind me of Kwame Brown, man. Kwame Brown, man.
Yo, I'm not mad at Kwame at all.
Kwame Brown. You remind me of Kwame Brown.
You know why? Was, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm just gonna get this out, man. I don't want no smoke with him. Kwame, hey, if you listening, don't air me out. Yes, I'm fat. I'm light skinned. I don't know what you can say about me. Ain't nobody ever gonna run down on me though. I ain't gonna play them games. I play them games on here. Don't do that. But what I will say, it's over.
Especially when Mary J is blasting.
See, I can't say it's over. The reason I can't say it's overkill is because boy was in the cut. Nobody thinking about this dude. None of that.
The sleeping bear, bro.
You said what you said about him. All he did was come back and say, "Yo, leave me the fuck out y'all conversation." Like
the only person he was right about, where he kept roasting the roast. I ain't gonna roasting. Where I get that from? I don't know why I just said that. He kept coming at. He was coming at vicious. Was Charlamagne the God, and I think he should have.
No, he kept coming at. He was coming at Barnes.
No, he came at Charlamagne worse than everybody. Man.
Oh, he did not. He came at Matt Barnes the worst.
Look, Charlamagne told the world that his dad killed a lady, man.
Yeah,
killed the lady with an axe handle.
Charlamagne lied about that shit. If you get
he was out of pocket.
Interviews out there, he didn't even put that shit out right. Like,
so let me say this, right? Y'all know I gave Charlamagne his respect for saying what he say and meaning what he say.
No, because you look up to him. You want to be. You want to be Charlamagne.
Listen. Remember, I said what I said about the boy, and I gave him his respect for being who he was. I assumed he was a stand-up dude, but at the same time, you talk shit about every single body. Now, as soon as somebody bring up your shit, you want to do a cease and desist. That was a bitch ass move right there.
But he came back and apologized. But the thing is, what I like about what Kwame
did, you can't apologize for what he did.
He can't apologize. I want to say he cannot apologize.
No. See, that's the thing. Bro. I'm not even talking about that. I ain't even talking about the whole apology thing. The fact that you put out a cease and desist when motherfuckers start bringing up your past, like you brought your lawyers in after you talk shit about everybody else. Like
everybody else.
Everybody else. Bro.
So a video just came out. I don't know if it just came out, but I just saw it because Charlamagne was in the spool of YouTube, and it was an interview with Logic, the rapper, right? Maryland rapper, right down the street. They were interviewing.
Hold up, might I add one of the best white rappers that have ever done it? But keep
Yo,
going.
let him finish his statement.
He's mixed, bro. He's interracial.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh shit, he doesn't get the full pass.
Hey, Cash, go ahead and finish, man. I'm sorry these brothers being so rude.
Nah, that's a good
Damn,
question.
you gonna just throw me under the
We should
bus
bring
too,
that
huh?
back. We should bring that back up.
I ain't said shit.
Considered a white rapper because he's mixed. Anyway, he's in the thing, right? And he's talking
Hold
about.
on, Thomas.
Hold up, we consider Nori a black rapper and he's mixed. We consider Fabulous a black rapper and he's mixed. So what's the difference?
I don't know. KC said it.
Thomas, calm down. Go ahead, buddy.
Anyway, he's in there doing a Breakfast Club interview. It probably was one of his first or second one, right? And he's trying to be like cool and cordial, and he's talking about something that was happening. Somebody said something about his CD, and he was talking about a story he was telling. And a part of that story was like saying something about the pain that he suffered from because of his sister was raped.
Mm-hmm.
And Charlamagne the God says right out of nowhere, he's like, damn, who the fuck raped your sister? And fucking Logic looks at him and was like, dude, that's too fucking personal. Like, why would you even say that shit out of pocket like that? Like, he's like, nah.
I'm gonna tell you what. Me personally,
Like, what? Like, that's just the type of person you are. Like once I saw that, it's like, I'm with you, bro. Like I like,
me
I
personally.
sometimes you're just a harsh ass interviewer, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, he's like, oh, I want to smell the chair that I want to smell the chair that you sat on.
J-Lo.
Yeah,
Me
like,
personally, bro, I've watched him, like Ross said, I watched him destroy a lot of people or talk shit on a lot of people. But after Kwame Brown aired out his motherfucking shit, and then I did some follow-up on that shit, and I actually saw the interview of the young lady that he raped and lied about.
Yeah.
Fuck Charlamagne.
Facts.
I hope they end his fucking career, bro.
Yo, he put fucking Spanish fly in the shorty's drink.
Yes.
Bro, this nigga, listen, man.
And then he
yo,
tried to
dude
lie
is
and
a
say he was
fucking
20. He was 22
Yeah.
and she was 15.
15, bro. Took her to a pool party.
Fuck him.
Tried to took her upstairs in the room. Yo, this nigga was in his fucking bag and then left her there. Like, yo, this nigga was, he fucked this nigga, dog.
I mean, he
Guys,
go to
I'm
her
sorry.
mother. He goes to her mother and tell her, "Don't worry about her. I'm gonna take care of her." I'm like
Real
a
track.
big. Her mother said, I picked up the vibe that he was like a big brother to her. He's came and he's taken her to lunch a couple times, and
Facts.
he looked me in my face and told me she was fine. I'm gonna take care of her. He actually took her to the party and basically just told his boys to go ahead and do what the fuck they wanted to do with her. And then he ended up going up there raping her.
Facts.
She's 15 years old, man.
15, bro. And
The
he
whole
left.
night that when they first got there, he kept offering her drinks. And she was like, I don't want to drink. She's a fucking kid. Until she said, okay, fine.
15.
And then he mixed the fucking, put some Spanish fly, some shit in the drink. And
Yeah,
her
drink.
girlfriend ended up throwing all that shit up. And she drank it. And when she got up, she said she could barely fucking stand up. All her limbs were numb.
But she had to get upstairs because he heard her.
And his boys took her upstairs.
But it's funny. It's funny how when that get brought up, he get his lawyers involved and want to do a cease and desist. That's
Actually,
the
I
part
think
that
it's-
that's
but
the part
I think
that I
it's too
felt
late.
like was out
But
of
that
power.
shit funny to me though, Raw, because look, it's several interviews on fucking YouTube with him changing the story and getting caught up in his lie.
Right,
He
ain't
said
no-
he was
ain't no
20.
several,
He
it's
said he was
hundreds.
20.
Look here.
Hundreds.
He wasn't 20.
Look here. I'm gonna end it with this. I have a daughter. And if you do that to my daughter, I'm gonna kill your motherfucking ass. And I mean that shit. And I don't give a fuck where this goes. If you do that shit to my daughter, dog, there's consequences and repercussions behind this. And this girl's mother is still sad because she wanted this shit out of her daughter's life to where when it was going to court, she wouldn't even want to go. She didn't even let her daughter go to court because she wanted this shit over with. Until this very day, she regrets not getting this motherfucker prosecuted and put in jail.
He got several of interviews on YouTube where he just floating and changing the story or changing the
I
dynamics
feel
of the
like
shit,
Charlamagne is one of those protected dudes in the industry.
Nah, for sure.
I don't know why, but he could just float through anything.
I can't say that he's protected, but I think at the end of the day, because he speaks up on everything so fast, he don't give people a chance to really dwell on his situations. And then
What I mean by that is,
but no, I'm gonna say.
I'm saying
what you
networks
said,
won't
in
cancel him, like-
industry wise, like you say, he making folks some money, man. Come on, man.
Nah, they tried to cancel him before, and they actually was trying to do it again.
I'm talking about the networks. Like the whole him with Angela Yee and all that shit.
Yes,
Down.
there you go.
He making them motherfuckers a lot of bread, guys.
And they
Think
can't
about that shit.
exactly.
It don't matter. It don't matter. At the end of the day, had one person, like in any other situation, come forward with accusations like that, they drop them.
Let's think
I'm gonna
about
tell
this.
you what, man. They were saying they don't. They were saying they don't understand how the Me Too movement just kind of pretty much just flew over his head, and this shit wasn't brought up.
Because
He
he's
has the level
Because he part of the Me Too movement.
Yeah, he's making motherfuckers a lot of money, man. You got to think about it like this, right? Look at Ben Roethlisberger. He got brought up on fucking alleged charges of rape and all that type of shit. That shit got swept under the rug real
He's
quick.
white, though.
But
He's
fellas,
white.
don't speak too fast. I mean, this is still fresh.
It
You
is.
look up here within the next
It
month or
is.
so.
Yeah, that's
he
what
may
I'm
not.
saying.
He may not be on the show.
That shit.
He may not be on the Breakfast Club.
That shit could knock him in his head real quick.
Right.
We don't know because even though the bad part is it's I think it's like 10 years or so old. So it's not like it's some new shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's nowadays motherfuckers is more willing to speak up about shit. So now that it's brought up, I have seen
he's
shit where
been doing
motherfuckers
this.
is trying to cancel him and all that type of shit.
But then you got to think about it. At the end of the day, who we should be thanking for it, because a lot of this information, probably none of us even fucking know about it because the way they covered the fuck up. Kwame Brown went and touched on the black line, and he said, look at it. And mind you, I'm gonna throw this out there. They're from the fucking same state, South Carolina.
Check this out, Ski. Check this out, brothers.
Talk.
They were talking about Charlamagne and his wife. Now,
I've never even seen it.
I've seen her. Now,
I've never seen it.
Charlamagne dated his wife for several months. And I'm not sure, I'm gonna say maybe 6 months or whatever, or maybe even 3 to 6 before they were intimate. He ended up, they hung out, they had drinks. She got drunk. He took the pussy from her. After she was drunk.
So basically, he's a habitual pussy taker.
Yeah,
And
that's his MO.
he ended up marrying her.
That's his
He ended
MO.
up marrying her. But she didn't. She tried to back it up because I guess there was some type of interview on what happened and shit like that. And she tried to back it up and say, it was a mutual thing because I was pretty much fucking him back or whatever. But he got her drunk and took the pussy from her. It wasn't
I would like
one
to
of
go
those
on the record and
where-
say he took the vagina from her.
Allegedly.
You heard me.
Allegedly.
You heard me?
You heard me?
Allegedly.
He took
I
the
don't
box.
know, man.
Allegedly,
Either way,
he took the box.
No matter how you look at it, man, that's some crazy shit right there.
I don't have nothing else, fellas. I have nothing else for you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. I'm happy you guys are back. I did miss you guys, man.
Man, go get an energy motherfucking drink, nigga. Come on. What the fuck you talking about? Go get an energy drink, nigga. We ready to get started in this motherfucker.
Hey, man, grab you some more coffee and change your shirt.
What's wrong with my shirt, man?
Nothing, bro. Man,
Your
it
jelly
might wake you
stains
up a
on
little
it,
bit.
bitch.
Hey, where your coffee cup at?
Not
Oh,
the
where have
boss
your
of
coffee
me.
cup?
Right now, you
Oh,
So if you
smoking
read
that
it,
Creed.
if you read it, and you
Backwards.
you're not
No.
the boss of me. And so you know what this means. This means you are not the boss of me.
That motherfucker
English
backwards as
class,
hell.
fellas.
Yeah. backwards.
English class.
Yo, man, next time put that shit the other way, my nigga.
Hey, let me see. I can't see though. Let me see. Lift it up. See. No, I still can't see.
All that shit
That's
backwards.
because he's fat as shit. He got to move his camera back.
Trying to see my tighty whities.
No.
You trying to see that hang
I'm
strap?
trying to see if that college scholar put punctuation at the end of it.
Talk to him.
Oh no, you don't do that on the shirt. Hell no.
Why you don't?
No,
They don't
I
use
don't do it.
exclamation points. They don't use exclamation
You
points.
could. You could, but I didn't want to because it'd have been too low. I don't need people eyes going there, man.
It would have been right next to me.
What?
No.
Yeah,
Right
what-
next to me, right next to me, up
Come on,
above
pause,
Haynes.
bro.
on his shirt.
Hey,
No, that's not
pause,
what you said.
Cash.
Cash.
Pause.
Hey,
Thomas.
Oh,
Hey,
come on.
Cash, you was
Thomas.
good in the beginning, and you just fucked that shit
Oh,
all up,
man.
guys.
Hey, look, Thomas. Just chill. But it'd have been right next to me, up above Haynes.
Yo, why you got a? What is that? Why you got a
Wait.
pigeon on your hat, man?
Huh?
Why you got a
and
pigeon
that
on your
be
hat?
up above Haynes ain't a possibility.
All right, fellas. I'll see you guys next Friday, man. You got. Hey, listen.
Hey, eat a dick and get the fuck out of here.
Now I want to ask you a question. I just
Hey,
thought
no,
of
you
something.
can't ask shit. You just said you was leaving. Eat a dick and
No,
bounce.
I just thought of something. Hold on.
I'd eat a dick and bounce.
You got a nasty mouth, man.
Hey, you know what you need to do next time to make my life easier, and maybe Ross Ass's life easier?
You gonna put roll in it? What's that?
Iron that fucking green screen.
I can't. Cause you know what I do? You know what I do? I take it. I take it and roll it up. So I shouldn't roll it, I guess.
Fold that motherfucker.
No, maybe fold it.
Fold it.
No,
Do
I
like-
just roll it.
You gotta remember, man. He fat
Ma.
as shit, so he usually.
Hey
goes
man, he's
to
a fucking
the
college
easiest way
graduate
possible.
with 3 degrees. He
So
don't
what do you
know
want? What do you want me to? What do you want me
He's
to do?
a college graduate with 3 degrees. He probably just stuffs it in his backpack.
Why does it have to?
No,
Why does it have to be earned?
No, he put that shit in one of his cargo pockets.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
that's
Maz.
why.
Maz, I'm gonna tell you what you do.
Cargo joggers.
Hey,
Hold on, I
Maz,
want to hear
I'ma
from
tell you what
Cash.
you do,
Cash.
bro.
Why does it need to be earned?
Maz, let me
gonna
tell you
put-
what you do.
You're gonna put the fancy stuff on it.
Because
Let
when
me
you
tell
put the
you how
fancy
you do
stuff
it,
in the
bro.
background and there's shadows on the green screen, then the shadows don't blend in.
Hey, here's the thing, Cash. This is the same shit I explained to him, but I didn't.
You don't
mention no
speak
type of
English,
bonus
man. You
30 weeks.
use a bunch of profanity. I don't know what you're talking
I don't
about.
give a
Hey,
fuck.
Ma.
That's the fuck I do. I'm a
You know
sailor,
what I'm
bitch.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Ma.
My G.
Me.
Hey, Maz,
There you go.
Me.
let me tell you, fam.
You can't tell me nothing with a goddamn turkey on your hat, man.
Okay, all right, I got you, but let me tell you, bro. After you
gazelles
iron
on.
your hangs, let the motherfucking
Walk
iron
this
cool down,
way.
and then iron the goddamn the screen in the back there with a cool iron after you iron your drawers.
Start. Don't forget to start.
I guess you're
Yeah.
supposed to laugh after that. Shit.
Hey, listen. Let me ask y'all this. Based off something you said.
Stop. We don't
earlier,
want
right?
you to ask us
Listen,
nothing,
I don't
man.
give a fuck.
Cash was just saying something.
All right, well, I'm talking to Cash, and I'm talking to KC, and I'm talking to
You
Steve.
talk to a dentist here, they can
I'm
fill
talking
in
to
that.
everybody under 300 pounds. Shut the fuck up. So listen, right? Based on something y'all said earlier with the ass injections and all of that type of shit, right? Do y'all think Photoshop is a big portion of why shit has turned the way it has turned? Because once Photoshop came out and it was like all the magazines, all the pictures, everything was Photoshop. So everybody ass looked fat, clear, legs was smooth, face was crazy, all types of shit. Then they started doing all the filters to the point where a lot of people, I ain't even gonna say females, because there's a lot of dudes doing it too, to the point where people can't even take a picture without some form of filter on it. So y'all think, do y'all believe that that's part of the whole ass shot and liposuction
Let me get-
movement? Do y'all think that kind of like started that?
I'm gonna touch in a little bit. When technology get to your hand, the way technology get in your hand, mind you, they've been photoshopping for years. They only had the technology. But when we start getting these 4Gs and 5G phones in our hands, Snapchat, the Vine, you can just look all that. But when we get the technology in our hand, why wouldn't these folks use the same technology that these magazines been using to
Right.
Photoshop other people's shit and get those folks money?
And why,
And
why would you be so dumb to think that every fucking person isn't using it? Right? Once it's readily available to everybody in your hand, you have to stop blaming it on the program and start blaming it on the people.
No, what I mean by that is being as though everybody did that, and now when you come out in public, you don't look the same way you look in your pictures.
Hey man, I'm gonna say this to you, bro. I love your 2-part fucking questions, bro. Your 2-part fucking questions. I fucking love it, bro. Okay?
He needs
Give
some
me the
pot
fucking
classes.
question, my nigga.
Yeah, man.
He always give it a
Hey, the
fucking
second you answer it,
2-part
there's another
fucking
question right
question.
behind it.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is this shit, man? Come on.
Listen,
Boy, now,
I be trying to help y'all out. I know y'all all
Pick
got
and roll.
that
Pick and
hood.
roll.
They be
you
having that
never
hood
answer the fucking
mentality.
question. You throw part B on the motherfucker.
It's only I'm trying to help y'all. If I give
Answer
y'all part,
fucking A first,
Hey.
then we collectively can move to B.
if I
Why don't
give
you
you,
sit your ass back and let them finish the question, Slick James?
I don't know who that exactly he was talking about on that one.
I'm
He
talking
need to
about
work on
you.
his jokes. KC, you need to really work on your jokes, man.
No,
Listen
bro,
to
I'm
a
talking
joke
about.
book.
I'm talking to Slick James right now.
No, he called you Ric Flair. Ric Flair. Ric Flair.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! That was so funny.
Or
Shut your
fucking-
old ass up and go
Fuck
back
you,
to the
man.
go back
Fuck
to the
you.
1930s and get some good slang,
Fuck
motherfucker.
you,
Ric Flair.
Red Moses.
Now, like I was saying, do y'all think like when you really look at it, right? When Photoshop really was popping, and I get it, it made it accessible for everybody to have it in the palm of their hand with their phones. But it got to the point where you could Photoshop and you could put all these filters on your pictures. Now you walk outside, your ass don't look as fat. Your titties aren't as big. Your stomach ain't as flat. So do y'all think that's part of the whole movement as to why everybody feel like these surgeries is the right thing to do because they got to keep up with those pictures that they put in?
Let me touch
TV,
him a
bro.
little bit. It kind of started off with the makeup. Remember, back in the day,
Makeup.
it started with the makeup. Remember, a lot of chicks didn't wear makeup at first, right? You feel me? Then the makeup game kicked in. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like it gradually just went, it's overboard, bro. It's very overboard. Like, you know what I mean? What Cass said, one of my guys said earlier, trying to keep up with the Kardashians. What the fuck? Like, bro, they just going overboard. They doing ass, they doing titties, they doing eyebrows. Look, if it rains, the bitch ain't got no eyebrows.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I was getting ready to say. Is like
I think it's television, man. I think it's television because if you look,
Oh, he got hit with that Maz sniper.
He got that
That
Maz. He got that
Maz
Maz
in
spot.
that kicked in on his ass.
Maz jumped off hitting from the hills.
That
Go ahead,
Maz
Skip.
in that kicked in on your ass. Huh?
He jumped in that spot, got your ass.
yeah, bro. But if you look at the rap videos now, what do you see in the rap videos?
Fake asses.
Perfect women.
I
Well,
wouldn't
here's
go
the
as far as saying perfect.
Here you go, Ski Buck. Here's a side C question to your side A and B question. Is that, yeah, we could talk about those rap videos, but how long ago were they doing this before we actually knew it was a common thing that they were doing,
Facts.
right?
Because
all the girls that we looked up to, all the girls that we looked up to and that actually pioneered the way for these video vixens like the Melissa Fords and all.
Hold on, Cash. I want you to rephrase that because I want to assume that you wasn't looking up to these women. So let's rephrase how you state that.
Okay, yeah.
That opinion.
The women that we were looking up to say those are the baddest in the game.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, like Melissa Ford, right? Melissa Ford. A lot of people don't remember her, but she was one of the baddest.
Come on,
You
Wayne
didn't know
King-
Melissa Ford drove
Wayne
behind
was
us
dogging
Accord.
her. Come
Yeah,
on,
right.
Wayne was dogging her.
She was actually one of the most famous fucking video vixens when it.
That's what I'm saying. She started the
When it was
trend.
like cool to be a video vixen.
Right, now how much work did she have done to be that?
True that.
Right?
True.
Like, so I'm saying that it's the same context we were talking about the Photoshop thing, right? It was a mainstream thing for the people that it could afford it, and then eventually technology caught up to say, okay, it's in everybody's hands. So now you have to stop blaming the people for the use of it because you should be smart enough to know that, hey, obviously her fucking shit's photoshopped, or obviously this chick's had work done, and that's why she is, or that's why these things are happening.
Or hold up. Or obvious she put in her work. That's why she's top of the list when videos are being shot. She put in her work.
Right. Well, but what I'm saying is that.
And I ain't talking about
Video-
video. Look, what I'm saying is, I'm not to cut you off, Kat. What I mean, put in her work is when they call, she coming.
What I'm saying is the point is nobody knows what's real and what's not, right? Like we can blame society, we can blame rap videos, we can blame whatever it is, but at the end of the day, it's up to the person that's seeing this to make the decision of whether or not that's reality or that's not reality, right?
Agree.
And obviously, anytime something's on TV for you to watch it, that's entertainment.
Facts.
Yeah. Let
Right.
me ask y'all this, right? And this is something I've been thinking about as well, right? So it's becoming to the point where it's cool for females to get, ass injections, fucking lipo, get their titties done, fucking lips, all that shit. For the most part, a lot of these women, which is pissing me off, because Lil' Kim used to be one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet and destroyed herself, in my opinion. Just destroyed herself.
Yeah, she did.
But It is what it is. Shout out to Lord Kim. Keep doing your thing. It is what it is. But how do y'all feel about the fact that it's a lot of men that's starting to follow that trend? Do y'all think that's cool for men to do that, or should that strictly stay with the women and that's it?
I think it should strictly stay with the women.
I don't even think it should be with the women, man. God gave you body,
what I was getting ready to say.
man. Like
I was
that
getting ready
shouldn't
to
be
say,
with nobody.
I don't
man.
necessarily condone it for the women. Now,
I mean, we all know that, but they're gonna do it anyway.
okay, then what? Then why does it make it wrong for a man to do it?
There you go. There you go, Cam.
Because a fucking man doesn't need to be
always
perfect.
the white guy got to be the voice of reason. Keep going, baby.
No, I'm saying there are men are out there that it depends on your profession, right? If I'm a woman and I'm in porn or I have to use my body to make a living, then I need to get work done. If I'm a man and I use my body to make a living, I need.
If I'm
a bodybuilder and I got weak ass calves, I get a calf implant.
Why you can't just
they've
work
been
on your
doing that
fucking
too.
calves?
No, because sometimes it depends. You need to make money, right? To keep.
Yeah.
That's the way the game
They
is,
do
though.
that too, bro. They do it though.
But that's the way the game is, though, Raw. Because look,
You
like
gotta
you said,
keep
if
up.
the ladies can do it, the ladies is doing. They've been doing it for years. And
Yeah,
mind
sometimes genetics just won't let you get the same calf muscle as the next dude.
All right, so let me ask you this. Being though y'all just said that, right? You just said if the ladies can do it, the men can do it too, right?
Yeah.
So what about
But he said
dudes-
depending on your profession.
No, I get that. So what about the dudes that's getting fucking lace front beards and wigs and fucking waves and all that shit? Fucking sew-in, fucking dreads and all that. Is that cool too?
Hey, LeBron does it.
Ski. Listen up, Ski.
LeBron
Right
does
now,
it. And Mayweather
listen,
did
right
it.
now, Ski, I got an app that can get you a motherfucking 360 waves to connect to your beard, nigga. He'll put a motherfucking sandwich wrap, do some lines, come back, Ski Bop, you will have fucking waves, my nigga. Nobody won't fucking know.
don't
my
use
nigga.
the raw
I'm good.
material.
Hey, Ski Bop.
My
I
nigga,
appreciate
nobody
the thought.
won't know, Ski.
I appreciate the
Listen,
thought,
Ski
but
Bop.
hey, listen, my baldini has been doing me good.
Bro,
I'm good,
he'll
Ski
give you
Bop.
a line and every. Look, this motherfucker.
And my
put
boy
that-
Rick Blair.
Look, you should be wavy, Ski. Look, you be like, dang, where the fuck wrong get wavy? Like,
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, cuz I watched this video, right? A bull getting a fucking lace front beard, and it like blew my mind at the fact that you got a wig on your fucking face, cuz.
And it
Like,
looks real.
it's the principle behind. You got a fucking wig on your
Man,
face.
Man, it's
bro.
principle.
Like,
Look, Shorty go in the fucking salon with a knuckle up there, right? And then come down and shit hanging on her hand. What the fuck is the difference?
Hey,
well,
let
here's
me
the
tell you
thing. Here's the thing. Women have been wearing wigs, wearing
Wearing
wigs.
wigs.
They've been doing it for years, and it's to the point where it is what it is. It's not funny, and a
But
lot
men-
of people. It's funny how
Men
it's
have
funny
been
how
wearing wigs since the fucking dawn of this country.
yeah, and
Those are toupees, bro.
it's funny how so
No,
many
they wore powder
cultures.
wigs.
It's funny how so
yeah,
many
yeah.
cultures want to make it look like it's only black women, but actually white women are the ones who started wearing hair extensions in the first place.
That's what I was getting ready to say about this whole cosmetic surgery push. White women have been getting away with fucking doing this for fucking
Yes.
a millennia
Yes.
and scoring the bag. And it was
Yep.
okay for them to score the bag because they was going out and looking like Barbie and scoring that fucking breadwinner and riding around in Ferraris and
But
looking
see,
cool. But now it's not so cool anymore.
Hold up, Gabe.
That's the question.
That's because a lot of women are getting it done by guys that shouldn't be fucking doing it. So when they leave from that surgeon's office, they look like fucking trash.
That's true. I mean,
Hey, hold
you
on,
know?
real quick. Cash money. Based off what you just said, right? So do you think, which is something else I was going to bring up. So do you think it's only a problem because it's black women doing it? Because white women been getting away with it forever. So you think once black women start doing it, that's when it became a problem?
yeah, because it makes it less exclusive.
Hold up. Can I
Okay.
give a little bit? Let me give a little bit.
Now hold up,
Look,
hold
hold
up.
up. Let
Hold up,
him
real
finish.
quick.
I'm gonna let him finish. This shit sprinkle over. It was such a bag that the shit starts spilling over. Mind you, black chicks had white chicks as they fucking friend. So the white chick that was getting her ass and lips and titties done, her black friend found out about it. It was it's such a big business. The pot, they kept it was low key. Then the pot just over fucking flow.
Now hold on.
I'm talking about body shaming situations to where why have the conversation about how much work black women are getting done,
Right.
when the conversation is never around how much work white women get done.
Now,
That's what I just said, though.
I'm glad you just said that, right? Now, here's what fucks me up, right? About what you just said. Now, black women in Africa, all these other countries, technically it's considered twerking now, but that's been a tribal style of dance for years.
Yes, it has.
It's not like it's some new shit.
Yes, it has, bro.
But now
Talk
black
your
women,
shit.
black
Talk
women,
your shit, bro.
black women in the club, they in videos and all that, and they twerking, and motherfuckers like, oh, it's so disgusting. Why are they doing it? But now you go on YouTube, you got all these white women doing twerk tutorials.
Yep.
Tutorials.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna teach a motherfucker how to do some shit that you can barely do on your own self.
I mean, here's the entire synopsis of the conversation about the work being done, right? Is that we're sitting here talking and we're going around in circles about, hey, is it ridiculous that people go out getting butt injections, butt lifts, this, that, the third? Yeah, that's completely ridiculous. But I remember a time back in the 80s where it was like white women would go out and get like super fucking tits that were like this big,
Yeah.
barely
Yes.
seen, and they'd be in magazines. They'd be in magazines getting paid to make like look at Dolly Parton, right? She was known for her fucking big ass titties.
Big ass titties.
And she's still getting work done. So yes, in my opinion, is it ridiculous? Yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's wrong. Like,
right?
Hey, you got to make a living. You got to do whatever it is you want to do. It's up to the people to determine whether or not, and it's up to you to determine whether or not is that how you want to be portrayed.
And it switched.
Back
in the day, it was about big titties. Now it's down. Now it's about a big ass. So now the ass movement is going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. But at the end of the day, why should anyone say, hey, that person's fucked up because they got injections in their ass? Like, okay, you wanted to do that. There's people out there that get their tongue split to make themselves look like a lizard and get stuff injected under their skin. Like,
but hold up, let me swing it back. That's the same thing when we said about the fucking Jordans or whatever the sneaker is. If you can't afford the brand new Jones and you can get the fake Jones, why you knocking on me?
Yeah, I'm not
Because
I think right now, Ski, which is what I was saying earlier.
Not right now.
Hold on, listen, Ski, listen to me.
In general,
listen to me. Listen to me. What I'm saying is, I think right now, the problem is that most people that are getting these ass injections, they're not going to the right person to get them done.
Yeah,
I agree.
So they look a fucking mess.
I agree. Listen,
you know, if you can go to a professional that can make you look natural, fucking Steve, over our next door neighbor, wouldn't be able to tell. But if you going to fucking a chick up the street that's doing it out of her basement, that fucks everything up for everybody.
But that's a great point, KC. That's a great point, KC, because Ski Pop's using the Jordan analogy, right?
Exactly.
If you can't afford J's, then don't buy J's.
Exactly.
Right? Don't go out and get replica J's and then try to pass them off as real J's, because you're going to end up getting burnt in the end.
And they using your body. Now, I'm using a J. I'm using a sneaker. These motherfucking broads is using their bodies and allowing people to do negative shit or not nowhere near what you looking for. And you could die.
And oh, by the way,
you're right, Ski.
This isn't just limited to cosmetic surgery. This goes into like stem cell injections and different things.
All this shit.
People go out of country to get work done. Whether it be,
you may not even come the fuck back.
Some people go over for real medical issues because they ain't got health insurance. They got to go somewhere where it's cheap.
And want to spend.
I mean, you know, you got everybody fucking doing Botox injections now.
Yeah. Oh, they have parties. They have parties. Housewives has parties for Botox. And they bring all their doctors in and they just sit around and get fucking Botox injections.
Yep. Look, this
we're not even their doctors, bro. It can be your nurse practitioner or your physician's assistant. I mean, it can be anybody.
Anybody that know how to do IVs is available. They qualified to do what y'all doing. But that's the game.
Let me ask you this question: You have a lot of experience in the medical field and stuff like that. not necessarily wanting to get into how you feel about it, but there's a lot of companies out there right now that, you know, you can get certified in this thing and you can give IVs, right? And these IV companies, these people can come to your house and give you injections of like sodium chloride or like all this mixture of stuff that if you're hungover, like kind of like do in Vegas. And like right now it's a common thing. You pay $120, they'll be at your house, administer an IV bag to you, and you're good as new.
You know, bro, I heard about that, but
Have you ever thought about it, or is that something that's not even in your close to in your field? Or
because what I do, I've been doing for over 30 years, so I prefer to stay where I am and what I'm comfortable with.
Have you heard anybody in the hospital talk about those things? Like say, hey, I'm thinking about doing it. Because think about how good of a side hustle that'd be. Like,
I mean, me personally, and I thought about it after I had gotten my vaccine, if I needed an IV, my wife would be the first one to fucking do one on me, because I wouldn't let anybody else do an IV on me. I mean, I have a hard time going in to get blood drawn every 3 months at some of these fucking you know, places where you go get blood drawn.
right.
So let alone somebody try to start an IV on me, you know. But I must admit, that's the fastest way out of a fucking hangover, bro. To have somebody hang an IV on you.
Yo, I saw somebody
right in the vein, you good.
We worked in the central distribution center, right?
This is a little tender for me, man. And speaking on the IV thing, right? And I like the way Casey said he wanted his wife to do it. You know why he said he wanted his wife? Because she know what she's doing. Whereas I'm at the hospital with my mom, and you know, my mom is a little bit obese a little bit. And for them to be able to find a vein to do what they need to do, it's frustrating for me, and they're not even sticking me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
some of these motherfuckers just don't know.
Hold on, Steve. Let me finish, man. I got a little bit more. Listen. My shit is like, the lady was with the dog. Like, fuck you mean? Like, yo, come on. You supposed to be at work. You should know what you need to do.
That's what
She's
I'm
been
saying.
here for a while.
A lot of these motherfuckers just don't know what the fuck they doing. It ain't. Sometimes it's not you. They just don't have a clue what the fuck they doing. They shouldn't let you fucking feel.
And sitting there and watching, you see it. You like, damn, this nigga don't know what he doing. Where's the motherfucker that's supposed to say, or the nigga that's watching him? Whereas, and for me, like, and then I don't have a filter, bro. I don't give a fuck. The ones I love, my people I fuck with, the people that's with my movement, whatever. Yo, what you doing? You all right, lady?
We didn't get into this on the Dallas talk that I did with Dallas, but I don't know if you knew this, Rob, but his wife was, at the time when he was on the boat, severely diabetic. So we were doing workups to leave to San Diego. She didn't know she was diabetic. She goes into a fucking diabetic fucking shit fit. They have to fucking come get her. They take her to Tripler, and you know Tripler, right? Everybody that mainly works in that motherfucker is probably training.
For the most part, yep.
Thanks. So they gotta stick her with a needle. They couldn't find her vein because like she's in shock, her low blood sugar. She probably has like all her veins are probably sunk at the moment, right? They can't find it. After they finally found it, they even tried in her neck. Like they were trying to go for a jugular just to get something in her, you know what I mean? To get her out of the shock or whatever was going on. But they took pictures, her whole fucking, both sides of her neck was bruised, her fucking whole arms were bruised because they were just in there stabbing her.
They couldn't get it in her carotid?
Yeah, they were just in there stabbing her.
Listen,
like
that's real trap. Same old
I mean,
man.
What they were doing.
But you got 19-year-old kids in there that probably just got back from fucking tripping on ecstasy from the fucking rage party. And they're trying to figure out where your vein is.
I've gotten a lot of blood drawn in the past few years. And the last time I got blood drawn was probably about a month ago. And I've been, you know, like dreading it every fucking time that I've gone to get blood drawn.
I don't think they train right.
But recently, when I've gone to get blood drawn, a 24-year-old girl took my blood, and let me tell you, she stuck me one fucking time and got 2 tubes of blood, and a day or two later, after I looked at my arm, I couldn't even tell she stuck me.
Because she was legit. She was legit.
24 fucking years old, and the majority of the motherfucking women that have stuck me have been in their 30s and 40s and their 50s.
Hey, you want to hear a wild story?
Well, they fucking miserable.
It's kind of off the topic. You want to hear? So, like I said, I worked in.
I remind them of their husband. Goddamn it!
I worked right next to central sterile processing, right? So we were in charge. We were the central distribution. We did all the supplies for the entire hospital at Walter Reed, and I was a clinic technician. So I'd go up every morning and deliver all the supplies that the charge nurses needed to the little supply closets. And I had this one clinic that it was the blood clinic. I'd go up there and I'd deliver, right? And I'd be up there, and I was a civilian at the time. So I'd be up there in my regular clothes and shit. I'm delivering shit. And every time I go to the supply closet, this chick will be in there. Oh, she's looking around looking for shit. And I'm in there talking, whatever. We're hitting it off. And she's like, yo, you got really good veins. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, like they really like, you know, like pop, like they're really easy to see. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh yeah, whatever. Long story short, she liked that shit and we ended up hooking up. Like that was the conversation.
Your veins?
Yeah, that was the conversation that sparked the like.
Did you
right.
show her your main vein?
It was yeah.
You say it eventually got to that point, huh? Okay.
Yeah, it did. But I thought it was weird because I was like,
he reached the medical topic for her. She was ready to go.
First of all, that's some weird shit to say. Oh yeah, you got nice veins.
But not for them, it ain't. Not for them, it ain't. That's like
no, and I agree with him because at the end of the day, he kind of made her job fucking easy. Like what the fuck, like.
Well, for some reason, that's what they pay attention to.
And especially if that's her job and she's supposed to look for the vein.
You know, it's funny that you.
I want her to. She can take my needle. She can get my blood. Hey, that's fine.
It's funny that you bring that up, bro, because it's a lot of motherfuckers whose life revolve around their jobs or whatever they do for a living. Well, me personally, when I leave where the fuck I work, that's the last thing, nigga. You won't hear nothing about where I work over the weekend. I put that shit behind me as soon as I work.
You lucky.
But it's amazing how many motherfuckers that live through their job or what they do for a living.
You luckier than a motherfucker. Me and my wife do the same exact job. That shit always come up in conversation.
But you know what, bro? Me and my wife, we both in medical too. But you know, she'll come home.
See y'all.
Hold on, bro. Our conversation, bro, will last 15, 20 minutes, and then I'm done talking about work.
You got think about it. Y'all both in the medical field. We both do the same exact job.
True.
Same exact job. So our conversation, it could be, it could. You gotta remember everything that we talk about. Somehow we both feel like. Here's the thing.
Who outranks who? Who outranks who?
Good question.
Technically, she do right now because I ain't got.
My wife outranks me.
So, no. I mean, because they do the very same job. I want to know in the dynamic. I never asked them this when we were here chilling, partying. That if she outranks you, does she critique your style of work, and do you critique hers?
I think we both critique each other.
They critique each other.
For a minute, I outranked her, even though she started doing this first. But right now, I ain't got a fucking job, so she outranked me like a motherfucker. It is what it is. Right now,
hey, bro,
she outranked me.
Nigga.
Right now,
she outranked me in life. I'm glad you home though, man.
Yeah, he home and ain't called a brother one time and two times and nothing. What the fuck?
I ain't been home but a fucking week.
He waiting on you to get that fight. He waiting on you to get that fight.
Hold up. Can I get some pussy without y'all motherfuckers coming to my
man, my nigga, you been home. Listen, you been home about a good.
Yeah, the 4-stroke bandit wants to talk about he needs time to get some pussy.
Nigga, I'm right around the corner.
That shit was done.
Hey, listen. Hold up. First off, that was only 3 times that has happened to me in life.
You can rub that off with
y'all.
It happened, nigga. Move on. Nigga, you can at least let me know you in the fucking building, nigga. I'm right here.
Hey, we need to get together. Hey, Cash. Before you fucking before this summer's out, bro, you need to come on up. Well, I don't know how long Raw gonna be there, I was gonna say we
No,
need to
y'all
have a
need-
barbecue
y'all
at
fuck-
Raw's
y'all
house,
fuck-
man.
I'm coming down, my
Hold
nigga.
up, why
Don't
we
worry
gotta
about
do
it.
it at my house? Ski Pop got a fucking house. Why we can't do it at his
Yeah,
goddamn
look,
house?
look, I was about to say, I'm painting my deck right now, nigga. My front is done, nigga. Listen, I'm doing big things over here. So we getting right. You dig? So
Let's do it,
whatever.
man.
It
Let's
don't
do
matter
it.
to me, nigga. You know how I roll. It
Y'all
don't
ain't
matter
gonna,
to me.
y'all ain't gonna keep telling the white dude to drive.
No,
Why not?
I'm coming to
Hey,
Cash
hey,
crib. I'm
Thomas.
coming.
Hey, Thomas, get in your goddamn BMW and drive, motherfucker.
I don't have a BMW. I ain't that douchebaggy.
Well, Benz,
Mercedes
whatever.
Benz.
Hold on. Ooh, shit. You got a Benz. Ooh, you ain't that douchebaggy. Fuck you.
I'm saying BMW. That's
It's all the same. Listen, to broke motherfuckers like myself, it's all the same. It is what the fuck it is.
Oh, you the
I'm
only one
saying
that's
the last
broke.
time I
Fuck out of
checked.
here. Oh, you the
And
only
to
one that's
broke
broke.
motherfuckers like myself, I'm just driving a Jeep.
I just told you. I'm just saying the last time I checked, I traveled to where y'all were the last 2 times.
Bitch,
Well,
how
the
many
last
times
time
I
we
traveled
wanted
to
to-
your,
Hey, hold on,
motherfucking
Rob.
house?
Hey, hold up, man. I
Bro,
took
bro,
you around
bro,
the
bro,
city,
hold on.
my nigga. I ain't
I
even
know. I
take
already
you
know
to.
what you're gonna say, so don't let him speak.
The last time we made plans to travel to your motherfucking crib, your lady shut this shit down.
Nah,
That's
nah,
a
nah,
fact.
nah.
Hey, how you say it, Rob? Boom!
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact.